I mean, it would really just be easier and simpler and safer for us if y'all just admit that, like, what y'all really want is black women dead. Because that's all this is about, right? Today it's the bonnet. Tomorrow it's how many kids we got. The next day it's, you know, it's everything. It's everything about the way that we exist. It's everything about the way we be. We breathe. Oh, you're breathing too loud. You're breathing too slow. You're breathing too fast. You're breathing at all. And I don't want you to breathe. Like that's the core of it. They don't want us alive. And so everything about our existence becomes up for grabs. And I'm not with that shit. Like, I'm not with that shit. Fuck that. Fuck the people who push that shit. I'm not with it. And I'm not going. We not going. So, this me in my bonnet because I want to and I can. Deal. Or don't. I really don't care. Hi survivors and thrivers, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna do a little bit of what I always do, and I'm gonna talk about stuff in the world of black girls. And this week in the world of black girls and women, a couple of things are going on. One, Pat McGrath has blessed us with 9 new blush shades. I got 6 of them, so I'm going to do a review and tell you what I think about those. And the other thing is that a lot of people have decided yet again that they want to mind our business about worried about whether or not we should be wearing bonnets and when we should be wearing them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about both of those things. So if you're interested, stay tuned. If you're just here for the blushes, then you know you can fast forward past the bonnet discussion, but you should stay for the whole thing because I mean, like, that's just polite. So yeah, to catch both, then just stay tuned. Y'all know why we here. Mother Pat, Auntie Pat, whatever you call her, has given us what we've been waiting for so long. I have been a lover of Pat McGrath's formulas forever, since like way back in the, you know, when she would do the releases and that was it. Like, she did a release and if you got it, you got it, and if you didn't, you weren't gonna get it. Like, I've been a fan since then, right? With all the packages full of sequins that have my beauty room looking like, you know, the strip club that it should. I've been a fan. Like, I have a good number of her lipsticks, as you can see. I got a good number of her lip glosses. I've got her foundation. I've got her concealer. I've got her setting powders. Like, I got a lot of stuff. I don't do eyeshadow because I got hooded lids and I just don't have time to learn how to do hooded lids. I'm gonna do it though. Like, I'm gonna do it soon. Well, I ain't gonna say soon. Anyway, so I've been a fan, and I just been like, she's got a mascara too. And I just been like, I just need a blush. I need a blush. I need a blush. Oh, I also have her highlighter. Listen, I don't play about Pat. Like, I don't play. So I've been needing a blush, right? I don't know. I told y'all like before that what I want to do is ultimately replace my entire makeup collection such that everything I have is black owned. Like, that's the goal. And as we've gotten more and more products, like from Rihanna, LYS, Mented Cosmetics, like we just been getting so much. And so, you know, it's been done. Like, LYS then gave me a new foundation. Pat McGrath then gave me a foundation. Fenty didn't, I mean, what hasn't Fenty given us? Mented, their bronzers and their blushes are my... Love those. So like I've been getting closer and closer there. I just wanted more blushes, and I wanted blushes from Pat. And when I tell y'all she delivered, she delivered. Full disclosure, I'm not an influencer. I don't consider myself an influencer. So I'm going into this with all the bias that exists with wanting to support a black woman-owned business. Like, I'm not even, there's no pretending that that's not a thing. Like, my excitement is based in part on that. So just know that going in, that like, I'm here for everything black women are doing and want to do. So that, you know, take that with whatever you want to take it with in terms of how I review these products. That said, I am gonna let you know like how I feel about a given thing. I have no problem saying like I bought it because she black and being fine with that. So you'll get my honest review, my honest opinions of the things. And before we get into that, I'm gonna pop on a little bit of a face, just a little bit of a face. And if I could talk, as I'm putting on my face, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this whole bonnet situation, because I am real sick and tired of being sick and tired of people trying to police the existence of black women. Like I'm so over it. Like, we got the police doing that. We don't need extra. We don't need them, right? Like, so we damn sure don't need extra. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that as I pop on just, again, a very light face. I'm not doing nothing too extra. So let's get into it. This conversation, this topic comes up every so often, just because, you know, everything that black women do is always up for public debate. But recently there was a photo of some black women who looked like they was going on a girls trip, about to kick it. And they at the airport minding their good God-given business, and somebody decided to take a photo of them. They decided to take the picture of them and post it and share like their disgust about these women wearing bonnets at the airport. And that kicked off yet another round of let's weigh in on what black women do with their lives. Enter the internet, and here we go. So conversations happen. I, you know, for the most part, stay out of most of them, except for like commenting here and there. The concealer that I'm going to use is Pat McGrath's concealer. I can't tell you how much it costs. I forgot. And I don't want to look it up right now because it ain't about that. But anyway. So, and I'm using Pat McGrath's MD23 is the shade I'm using. Hopefully it's still the right one. I digress for a quick second. So, as I was saying, folks decided that they needed to be in black women's business, and everybody and they aunties all up on the interweb. Oh, it ain't really they aunties. Aunties been weighing in, and sometimes that's been an issue because there's been some respectability politics at play. But certainly I'm even more like incensed about the ways that men have been weighing in on this conversation, right? So, you know, there's all sorts of like, it's not classy, it's not presentable, it's not respectable, yada, 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 boom, 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 whatever. So, you know, like I said, I didn't, you know, jumped in, weighed in a few times, but I just wanted to be like really, really clear on where I stand with regard to the whole bonnet conversation. Like, I will do what I want when I want, like, and that's really it. The notion that it is not respectable for me to cover my head with a bonnet. Let me backtrack and say, if they was going on a girls trip, or even if they wasn't going on a girls trip, like I was about to say, if it was a long flight, like it don't matter if it was a long or a short flight. If I want to protect my kinks and coils on an airplane, I'm putting on my bonnet. If I want to bring a satin pillowcase, I'm gonna do that. Like, why y'all so worried about it? And even if they weren't doing it to protect their hair, if they just wanted to put a bonnet on, that's okay too. Baseball caps are cool. Hair wraps are cool. Every other type of thing that you put on your head is acceptable, except for the thing that black women use. Okay. So everything but that one thing is like, oh my gosh, it's not respectable. Get the fuck out of here. Like, y'all be the same ones, and in this case, I'm talking about men. Y'all be the same ones griping because somebody's club done told y'all can't wear y'all baseball caps up in there, and y'all know that it's some coded racist mess, but then y'all don't see the same when it comes to black women in bonnets. Gotcha. Okay. You know what? Like, I said it already. I'm tired, and ain't nobody got time, and ain't nobody got energy. Let me see. Am I liking this concealer? My shade has changed. You know, the weather done changed. This is, We'll see. We're gonna make it work though. That's what we gonna do. I finally got some sun. Like, this thing had no sun in over a year, and finally getting some color to myself. I don't know what makeup gonna work for me still, what makeup ain't gonna work. So here we are. So I'm also gonna set with Pat's under eye setting powder, which is great. I use it more than just under the eye, as you'll see. So anyway, you know, it just baffles me how they can see it when it's clearly racism, but you add sexism and suddenly they don't understand the concept of why it's an issue to be policing what the hell we wearing. Like, they don't get it. And I'm tired already. Like, I'm really tired. Part of me was like, let me wear my bonnet outside just to push back. But even then, like, I recognize that there are so many layers even still to who is considered, you know, classless by wearing a bonnet. I recognize that even taking my skinny, you know, brown skin self, you know, out in a bonnet is still gonna be different from how a dark skinned fat sister is going to be treated when she does the same thing, right? So like, it's still layers to this. It's still layers to it, and all of it has the same end goal: the eradication of Black women, period. Like, and you might be like, oh damn, that sounds a little drastic. No, like, the end goal of all of this, the small stuff, the big stuff, is the eradication of Black girls and women and our being, our existence, our ways of thinking, our culture, our livelihood, our mental health, our physical health. Like, that is the goal of the ways that we experience abuse at the hands of police, and then the ways that we experience abuse at the hands of social media when y'all all up in the business talking about we ain't got no class because we wore a bonnet. It's all on the same spectrum, and you might see it as over here, but that don't make it no less damaging. That don't make it no less harmful. That don't make it like, just because you over here and the cops over here don't make it better. Because I need you off of that spectrum. I need you off the spectrum of abusing Black women in any way. Mind your business, because I promise you we not paying you to mind ours. I promise you. This, I know. Alicia over at Kinky Sweat, she had said that, like, it matters what kind of foundation you have on. She had on Lancome is what she found that eventually worked for her, but I'm gonna test these blushes like I do my regular makeup, and a day that I'm like really needing my blush to pop is going to be when I'm wearing, sometimes I'll just wear powder only, and I need my blush to pop in that instance. So I'm just gonna do a powder only face. Plus, I'm gonna try on 6 blushes, okay? Like, wiping stuff on and off. I'm not putting on none of my good foundations, okay? This Pat foundation, I think, is $68 a bottle. You think I'm gonna wipe that on and wipe that off? I like y'all, but not that much. Yeah, there's none of my foundations. I don't want to waste my LYS. I don't want to waste my Fenty. So here we go. I'm just gonna pop on. I said all that, then I'm gonna put the Chanel on. It's a powder, always did. So quick days where I just want a little bit of more even skin tone or something, I'll pop on a powder, and then do everything else. Like, I'll do my bronzer, my blush, and do all the things, and just have the powder on. Okay. So yeah, that part of this video didn't even have to be as long as I thought it was gonna be, because really I don't have to, like, I would be finding more ways to say the same thing, and that is that y'all really should mind your business. That's it. Okay. I feel like every time I tell somebody mind your business, I'll take a sip out of my mug. It's like the mind your business sip. And I'm a blush, and I'm gonna wear my bonnet, and I'm gonna blush, and I'm gonna wear my bonnet. All right. So Pat McGrath released 9 blushes, and I don't even know exactly what day they released. They were made available at Sephora today, but Pat released them like at least a week or so before that. I just ordered mine on I think like the 24th, maybe. I ordered mine on the 24th. I got them really quick. Apparently there is a facility not far from me, so that worked. So I ended up getting 6 of them. Okay. I got all 9, but I got the other 3 from Sephora because I had a gift card and I used some rewards. So the other 3 I just ordered today. That's how I knew when they was available on Sephora. And I will, like, I'll show y'all those when I get them. But I got these 6, so we're gonna see. And you know, we got the standard, like, what I like about Pat's packaging is this box is your return box if you need to return. So if you were to return anything, you just peel this part off, fold the box down, like put the products and receipt and all that in there, whatever. Fold it down and then just restick it. And Louis Vuitton does the same thing. Like, just give me the return package ready. I don't want to have to get no extra tape to send it back. I don't want to pay you to send it back. Like, just make it easier. There are a lot of folks who do reviews and like they gonna break down like all the sciences of it. I'm not that person. I'm not like into the science of it. I'm just into what I like about makeup. Honestly, I couldn't necessarily tell you what was neutral tone and cool tone. I don't know. I just experiment with what works for me. Same as I do with my hair. Like, I never subscribe to the hair typing to figure out, like, no, I figure out what my hair responds to. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Same with makeup. And now don't get it wrong, I appreciate those people who know like all the science behind it, and I watch their videos like nobody's business. So, you know, not in any way pouring shade on what they do, just saying that it is not my ministry. So I pretty much can tell you how much they cost and, like, you know, where to get them, but I can't break down for you whether whatever this ingredient is bad for you or none of that. So we'll get started. So these are Pat McGrath's Divine Blushes. You see the packaging? Her packaging is always great. So yeah, this Divine Blush series. There are 9 shades, and it looks like there's a pretty good range for a pretty good range of skin tones. I would be really interested to see how they wear on dark skin. I'm sure there are some you know, swatches and, like, you know what I'm saying, when a model put this stuff on the Pat McGrath website. So, you know, you can check that out. So yeah, which we gonna get started with. I'm not gonna start with like the darkest ones first. The shades I got were Cherish, Lovestruck, Nymphette, Divine Rose, Paradise Venus, and Electric Bloom. You gotta push it and then lift it. And once you start doing it, you kind of get the hang of it. But when you first get it, you might find yourself like struggling. Pro tip, do not like be struggling with your blushes or any other kind of like powder product, because the number of times I've seen people, you know, do it and then stick their nail in, you know, in the product. Then, so yeah, it's just to push it firmly, lift it. So there. I'm gonna open them and then show y'all the shades of them, and then we will get to experimenting. So from what I've been reading and hearing, the blushes are buildable, so you can, you know, go in at first and get a light layer, and then you can also build them. So I'm excited about that. So we'll get started with the 2 lighter shades. This is boom boom boom. Okay, so on the back it reads, Pat McGrath Labs Blush Without Caution, Fabulous Flirtations and Sexquisite Seductions. And flirtatious is spelled like F-L-E-U-R, so like flower. And these shades that I have, this is Divine Rose and Nymphette. So Divine Rose and Nymphette. Does it open more? No, it doesn't. Divine Rose, Nymphette. Similar. I think Nymphette has more of a sheen from what I can see on camera. And some of these are, they all have different finishes. Not like, they each have their own, you know what I'm saying? They're different finishes between the different shadows. This one doesn't say where that falls. I guess I could look it up, but again, I'm not the science person. So I'm gonna go in first with Nymphette. Actually, I'm gonna take Divine Rose. I will say, if I had a critique of Pat's packaging, it is trying to find the names of things. Like, I don't know if y'all can see, the name is down here, the name of this, like all the way up in this like super small kind of situation. And like the name of the lipstick, like you can't even see the name of the lipstick, like, because it's so tiny. So I will say that if I had a complaint about Pat's products, it would be that, because sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what the heck, you know, until you get to know the shades. So we gonna go in. We super excited. We super excited. We super excited. We gonna go in with Nymphette. And I've heard people say different things about, you know, brushes mattering. I'm gonna go in with what I got, and I got a mixture of brushes I get from like TJ Maxx and like I got some, I think some BH Cosmetics ones in there. I have a lot of blush brushes because, you know, different shades. Blush brushes are the one thing though I can say that I haven't really spent a lot of money on. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. So I was looking at Divine Rose as one of what I think would be my like just go-to everyday kind of blushes. And I think that is right. Just kind of like a little fresh flush. Okay. Oh, I'm here for it. Let me just so you can see it on the apple of the cheek. Oh, baby. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. So it definitely is buildable. And I think this little cheap brush did the job. So like, I don't know what people are talking about as far as needing, you know, I've seen people using like goat hair brushes, and I have a goat hair brush that I was gonna try if these didn't work out, but what y'all think? That's Divine Rose. Okay, now let's give Nymphette a try. And I think Nymphette has maybe more of a sheen to it. Also, if you're gonna put on blush, like these are lighter colors, so I'm pretty okay with wherever I start. But with these darker shades, start from the high point and then work your way down. Like don't start on the apples of your cheeks and then end up with like, you know, a situation you can't blend out well. Start here so that the bulk of the pigment, if it's going to be a bulk of a pigment hitting your skin, is like back here. Again, I'm not a makeup artist, or is that? Oh, oh, this does have a sheen. Can y'all see it? See, I wanted to bring y'all in closer, but my camera was acting up and it didn't allow me to have it focus as close in as I want, and I dare not touch it right now. But Divine Rose, Nymphette. So Nymphette is lighter, but it has a, what is this sheen to it? I'm sure the website can tell me. What is this I'm sensing with Nymphette? Oh, I'm looking at this for a website. I have to look at the Pat, because there's one shade that is only available at patmcgrath.com, and that is the Nymphette shade. So you can find all the other shades at Sephora, but Nymphette is exclusive to Pat's website. So if you want that one, then you have to shop at okay, so Nymphette is described as pink with a golden pearl, accurate. And Divine Rose is described as a cool mauve rose demi matte. Now, what demi matte means is that it's going to be like, you know, in the kind of matte family versus like a satin or just a straight matte finish. Okay, and I like, I'm here for both. I'm here for both. Okay, okay. Let me clear. Let me wipe my cheeks off and show y'all the next one. This is why I just wanted to only put on powder, because I wasn't finna keep reapplying actual foundation like this. Ooh. We 2 for 2. We 2 for 2. I like my mug. I will have some other ones available really soon. Won't be these yet. But some that I think y'all are really, really gonna like. Will be a limited run. It's gonna be a limited run. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. Because I don't have the capacity to do like more, and I wanna make sure that what I do get out there, like, the people have a quality experience with it. And since this is my first run, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So the initial run is probably going to be limited. Not probably, it will be. But y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. I like it. Okay. So pop on a little more powder just so we can get it how we had it. Get it high. And that's just, okay, so what we got next are these 2 pink shades. Let's see. I told y'all I was here for anything Pat was doing, but she makes it so easy. So these shades are Lovestruck and Cherish. About to go in with Lovestruck. Hold up. What you try to do to me? Okay. So it didn't scare me as much as I thought it was finna scare me when I saw how much it was pigmented. And I know some people gonna be like, but they look similar. Okay. Them Air Force Ones you wear look like the ones you had on yesterday, but I don't be in your business. Okay, I love where I think this could go. And I'm not usually even like a heavy blush person, like to like boom, boom, pow, but I'm with it. I'm with it in this case. I think this would be really pretty layered with something. I'm gonna try something. Okay, so that is Lovestruck. I just, look, y'all should know that like messing up my situation to film for y'all, it's a sacrifice for me, because seeing all this stuff all helter skelter right now is really, really bothering me. But I'm trying to be okay. Okay. Relax, release. Okay. Now, we fixing to go in with see, I told y'all these Cherish, these names is too small, okay? I am of the far-sighted nature, and y'all can just play on my emotions and my intelligence that way. So, oh, yeah, that was some kickback. But again, I don't care. Oh, what's that? It's kind of pretty. Like, look at that pop. Can you see the pig? Can you see that pigment? Wait. It's so weird to figure out how the camera is seeing that. But like, do you see that pigmentation? Do you see that pigmentation? I ain't mad at it. Oh, hold up. I am gonna have to blot this though. Wow. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh, okay. I blotted it a lot. Okay, so you see how like, even though it like it might read a little scary to you, right? But okay, I might have gone too far. But we gonna make it through. No, I did it. Okay. I could see layering so many of these. I'm loving how much, like, the room for error here is so generous, because I'm not a makeup artist, right? And I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that on my hand, I was like, And mind you, you know, I'm putting these on and I'm not like doing hella blending or anything, because I want y'all to see the color. And also, I hope you know that, like, you can blend and blend until you get something as muted as you want it. You can build up. And if you mess up, then, like, you can change it. So, you know, but this one, I would be interested in trying this one with a different brush. Probably my, like, lighter one. Maybe this is a pretty dense brush compared to the other brushes that I've been using, and compared to the brush that I use on a daily basis. So that is a bit dense. Okay. But I'm liking this color, and I like this color actually, and I feel like this is a color that I wouldn't necessarily take all the way up my cheekbone. Like, this is an apple. This is an apple color. This is an apple on my cheek. I don't know. I got a problem. I don't know why I'm starting to dance. But I'm here for it. So this is Cherish. And this is Lovestruck. Okay. Let's wipe our face again and see what we can come up. Okay, so I powdered my face again. And we're gonna go in with the next two shades. And one of these shades was the reason I was like, so when they first dropped, I was like, $38 per blush is a little steep. You know, you have a lot of blushes that you don't wear, so maybe you should only get one blush. And I was like, cool, you're gonna get one blush. And that one blush that I was gonna get was Paradise Venus. I keep wanting to confuse and say New Venus, but that's another shade. Paradise Venus. So this is the one that I was like, if I can only have one, that's it. And I know it's because this one is really close to my everyday, my go-to favorite, which is the Taraji Henson collaboration with MAC. On camera, they don't read as close as they look in person. Let me swatch them and see if that does. Okay, so they're different, but wow, they're really different. Wait, swatch and do swatches. They're really different. Okay, well, in my mind, it was similar enough looking, and so that was the one I was getting. But anyway, that was the one I was gonna get, Paradise Venus. And then I got on there and I was like, well, the bundle makes it cheaper per one, so why'd you get that? And then the slippery slope happened and I have them on. So we are gonna go in with Paradise Venus and Electric Bloom. Electric Bloom is probably the one out of the entire collection where I probably would not have bought it. Like, Electric Bloom would, like, to me, would have just, like, would have been too rich for my blood. Too rich for my blood. I would have overlooked it. I never would have purchased it if I was just buying individual blushes. But it was in a set, so I tried it. Wow. So the super pigmented ones are the ones that have like a lot of kickback. This one I would absolutely positively start higher up on my cheek just to work my way down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, is this one a, is there a, what's the sheen to this one? And it does, the package doesn't tell you what the finish is either. But Electric Bloom is a vivid coral demi matte. I don't know why I feel like I'm detecting some sheen, but she ain't lying. These are definitely buildable, because now maybe you can read it like loud, but it wasn't even reading that loud for me in person. I don't know why feel like I see a sheen, but I guess I don't. And this is me like piling it on, and I think you can read it more, like I said, on camera. Okay, now I'm doing too much. I'm kidding. Oh, bro, I got this on my lip. Okay, I'm doing too much. All right, you can see the shade because you didn't see me build that shade up. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to be really afraid of that bad boy, and I don't. But it's buildable. So, okay. Now for New Venus. The reason, not New Venus, Paradise Venus. Yep. Exactly what I knew it was gonna do. This is why this was gonna be my one shade if I only bought one shade, because this would have been this is gonna be my other. And mind you, the Taraji that I like is it was just a limited release, so ain't no more getting none of that. Limited release. Is that the theme of this video? Don't ask me why it's all up on my eye though. Don't ask me why I did all that. I got excited. I got carried away. But this is gonna be my everyday go-to situation. And these are described as, so I told you Electric Bloom is the Coral Demi Matte. Paradise Venus is a terracotta demi matte. And that's what it is that I can read in this this one. It's a terracotta. So okay. Kind of mad I don't have the other ones so that I could layer the lighter shades as well. But we here. Oh, okay. These dark shades, they in there. They up and stuff. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to wipe my face and then do a quick powder. And then I'm gonna come back and tell y'all what I think about these and which ones I love and which ones I'm like, okay. Be right back. Just in the middle of doing what I'm doing. So let me switch shirts. Of course, same shirt, different color. I can't be out here with my #1 black girl accessory. I don't even know how I sat down without it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. You know I had to go get me some hoops. Ain't nothing never finished if you ain't got no hoops on. Okay. Now we can get down to business, and we can add a little bit of business because there's one thing that I left out of this whole situation because I was putting on all these blushes first, but that is highlighter. Y'all know how I am about highlighters. Yeah, this whole thing right here, that's all highlighters. So the theme of this whole video is Pat McGrath. So I should just go in with the Pat McGrath Divine Rose highlighter. Let me see. I've had this one for a minute, and like because of the situation outside, I haven't been using it much. But we gonna have some fun. Yeah, that blush is pretty. I mean, the highlighter is pretty on that blush. And that's what I was trying to figure out, like what would be, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, see the highlighter? So what do I think? I think I am glad I got them all. Mostly because like the ones I would have stayed away from and like thought I would have been scared of, like Electric Bloom, I ended up liking. So like, I'm not mad at that. Then Paradise Venus, this is gonna be the clutch. I'm so glad I got that one. I'm really like, I want to see, so Nymphette was the one that had like that sheen to it, so I'm really intrigued about seeing what Nymphette's gonna look like layered, and I'm really excited to see this lighter shade layered over top of some other blushes and by itself. So that's the other thing, like, don't be afraid to try blushes. Like, before, I never would have bought these two. I would have just assumed that these were not black girl friendly shades. Every shade is black girl friendly shade, because we make every shade look better than anybody intended for it to look anyway. So don't be afraid of stuff. And if you're like me and you like your everyday go-to same old, don't be afraid to try like some other colors outside of your norm, right? You know, like, and then, you know, Pat still got it, so like, here's some kind of in between sort of ones. So I'm glad I got them all. I can't wait to get the other three so I can really play with it. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm here for it. Like I said, I'm definitely here for black owned makeup brands doing what they do. And I'm here for black girls and women doing what we do. Doing what we do. And that includes wearing a goddamn bonnet. If you want to, because you can. And you ain't gotta have no reason for it. You don't have to be on an airplane. You don't have to have any justification for it. Wear your bonnet, because you can. Everybody else, mind your business, because you could do that. So as always, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope that y'all will stay tuned and get subscribed to the website, because I got some things coming that I'm really excited about, and I can't wait for y'all to see them. So y'all will see some things next month, so you know, stay connected. But otherwise, as always, I hope that y'all have a positive, peaceful, and productive day. And if you only get to choose two of those, go with positive and peaceful. In the meantime, I'll talk to you later. Bye, survivors and thrivers.